Yeah, I'm sitting out on the terrace here in my house in Spain with these lovely plants that we just got yesterday. We've just started using this terrace, and we've got these plants out here for a bit of life, a bit of colour, something to kind of open up this space, the space which is in the abundance corner of our house. We live in Spain, in a remote part of Spain, and there's not a lot of people around here. There's not a lot of people we can speak to. We're not very good at Spanish. And there's not a lot of people we relate to. And yet, we find it very stimulating here. We love being here. We love working here. I work here, and I work with people all over the world. And what's interesting is that I connect every day with people, and it's virtual. And I just wanted to talk briefly about that. I was with a friend of mine last night, an American, and we had a wonderful dinner. We hadn't met before, but we had come across each other. He lives in Ashland in Oregon, part of a very close-knit family, a close-knit tribe of people who live within cycling distance of each other. So they like many Americans, they have this worry about what's going to happen when things get worse, when petrol starts running out and when life starts getting difficult. They want to be in cycling distance. And I was having this discussion about maybe there's a completely different way. Maybe there's the method I use, which is virtual connection. I connect with people constantly, from New Zealand to Canada to America to UK, online. And I connect deeply online. I just want to tell you about, what was it, Friday, 2 days ago, I had the most amazing day. I spent 3 hours on Google Hangout, on Skype, on the phone, to different groups of people. And what I spent the time doing was being creative. One of the troubles about being outside here are the flies. And what was so exciting was my creativity and the creativity of the other people I was with. I spent the first call to a guy in the UK about the radio station and TV channel I'm involved with him. The second call was a great one, was one that you should get involved in. It was with the Good Men Project, and it was the Friday call where we talk about writing about the Good Men Project, about good men, about the way forward, and just about what's happening. And then the last one was an hour and a half online on Google Hangout with my virtual men's group. And the amazing thing is here, I've been able to grow and develop a men's group. Now there's men here, there's 2 of us in Spain, there's 1 in Portugal, there's 1 in Norway, there's several in Canada, and the others are in the US. And we gather together every other Friday for an hour and a half, 2 hours, to talk, to look at our lives, but also to plan what to do, to plan the future, what the work we can do to help men grow and develop, and to help men create things like this. And you're going to see some of this in the future. We're going to do some videos about men and about masculinity and about issues of the day that affect men. The kind of things we talk about here on the Good Men Project. So just think about it, that you can make connections locally, people you can hug, people you can look in the eye and talk to. But it's also possible to make deep connections online. Not just sort of odd chats with odd Facebook friends, but connections that are regular, that are ongoing. And I think that's one of the ways that this world is going. I think that, you know, we're moving around, we're moving out, and the methods of connection, like this, by video, with Google Hangout, with Skype, with all sorts of other methods, I think they're opening the world up. A lot of people criticize online. Oh, you spend all your time in front of the computer. Well, is that any worse than somebody who spends all the time in the local bar because he says, that's okay because I'm meeting people and talking to them? But I spend all my time in front of the computer, and I connect with people. I create deep connections. So think about how you connect people through Facebook, through Twitter, through Google Hangout, through Skype, through phone. Can you make them deeper? Can you actually take them to a point where you can create men's groups or women's groups or just groups of people who want to grow and understand each other? How about the friends you've got across the other side of the world? Can you connect with them today? Really connect with them. I connected last night with this friend of mine from America and a lady I know who lives near here from Ireland. She's going back to America to get married to him, and she's getting deeply involved in the community there, a community that she feels she's almost been waiting for most of her life. Well, I have community online through this camera, through my computer. So don't mock what you do. Just because you read Good Men Project doesn't mean you're disconnecting from real people. Come in, get involved, but really use that medium. I'm Graham Phoenix, and this is the Good Men Project.